This is the main character. From solo leveling, he was known as the weakest hunter in South Korea, but after obtaining the system, he became the strongest and most legendary hunter that the world has ever seen. So here's how solo leveling went from 0 to hero. We first meet Jinwoo when he's working as an E-rank hunter, which is the lowest possible rank. He's so weak that he can barely even be considered a hunter. And because of his lack of skill, he's constantly looked down on by other hunters. In fact, they call him names like useless, trash, and rookie. And to top it all off, he also has a sick-looking mask that just makes him look even weaker. But despite all this, Jinwoo never gives up. He continues to push himself to become stronger. And eventually he is given an opportunity to prove himself when he is sent into a dungeon with a bunch of other hunters to take on a raid boss. And right when it looks like they're gonna lose, Jinwoo steps up and uses his ultimate ability called the Monarch's Call. This ability allows him to instantly kill any monster that he wants, and he uses it to take out the raid boss. With the help of his newfound power, Jinwoo is able to clear the dungeon and obtain a new title called the Shadow Monarch. And with this new title comes a massive increase in power. In fact, he becomes so powerful that the system literally has to nerf him just to balance the game. But despite his overwhelming power, Jinwoo still remains humble and continues to train. He knows that there are still stronger opponents out there and that he needs to be prepared for them. So he spends years simply training and getting stronger. And eventually he's finally ready to take on the toughest challenges that the world has to offer. And as he defeats more monsters and gains more experience, he's eventually able to unlock more of his abilities. And these abilities are truly OP. Like one of them allows him to create black holes that can literally swallow anything. And another one allows him to control the shadows, which means he can pretty much teleport anywhere he wants. And with these new abilities, Jinwoo is now considered to be the strongest hunter in the world. But even though he's a legend, he still remembers where he came from. And he knows that there are still people out there who need his help. So he continues to fight on. Not for fame or power, but simply because he wants to help others. So yeah, that's the story of how Jinwoo became a legend. If you like this type of content, then be sure to stay tuned for more.